offensively, it's not where we want it to be. There's no doubt about it. And there's reasons to, be concerned about the offense. But this defense right now is playing on another level. And it is to the point now where I am legitimately excited every time they take the field.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the last time I've been this way, if ever, as a Dallas Cowboys fan. And it's okay. Like, this is fine. How many times have we seen teams go on deep playoff runs, if not Super Bowl runs, and they are carried by an elite pass rush that morphs itself into a good defense? And right now, especially when this team needs it, and on a regular basis, they want to go with those four horsemen up front, where it's Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Neville Gallimore, and Randy Gregory. Good luck stopping that, man. That is arguably the best pass rush in football. And they rushed it once. They get to Glennon. Tank disrupts the play. Interception, Jordan Lewis. And we've seen Tom Brady lose in the playoffs. How? Because a front four pass rush gets to him. That's how the Giants beat him. That's how the Saints have been able to beat him this year. Aaron Rodgers, whenever he's been, the pass rush is everything. And I get it. The offense is not where you want it to be. But they are finding ways to win games without even playing their best. And it's okay if you're a defensive-led football team. It's not what you expected. It's certainly a role reversal from where we saw this team the first half of the season. But I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a bad thing, especially when you have 3 weeks still before the playoffs start to try and get this offense at least back to even 70% of what it was, which was the best offense in the league.
Right. And I agree with you. Especially when you look around and you can see, hey, Arizona could do nothing against Detroit yesterday offensively. Tom Brady against the same team that you were able to score some points against a couple of weeks ago, Tom Brady at home puts up a damn goose egg. And I got some stats on when the last time that was for old Brady. But
oh man,
if that's that's football. And the only thing that's a bummer is, like, you can say, hey, it's a blip on the radar for the Bucs. They've been crushing. They have a bad game. Okay, the Cardinals kind of, they've been crushing, and then boom, there's a bad game. Let's see kind of where they go from here. For the Cowboys, it's been a consistent, 4 or 5 game stretch of them. Hey, we're kind of just scraping by offensively, and I am confident they can get it turned around. Like, it was nice to see the rushing attack get moving a little bit yesterday. Not still to where you want it to be necessarily, but you saw the improvement there. I think that Connor McGovern, switch back from McGovern back to Williams at left guard. I think that made a big difference. I think it did. And then, 1 week off, a little bit fresher Tony Pollard, who's still dealing with the foot injury, but his burst is still there.
100%.
I couldn't tell that he was injured. I was like, damn, that Toradol's working, or he's just an absolute freak show, pain tolerance man beast. But he looks really good out there. Zeke looked improved from a physical standpoint. Still not the Zeke that you are hoping for. The CD drops are a big problem. I think that can get cleaned up. Even though if you look back since he had that concussion, missed the Thanksgiving game, and then came through since then. His numbers are a little bit troubling from that standpoint, and I wonder how much of an effect that has. But either way, the defense is playing championship-level defense. And the way they're doing it with the pass rush is outstanding. Man, that play Micah Parsons made down near the end zone in coverage on Kenny Galladay was just stupid.
It was.
I was like,
He's a cyborg.
I was like, wait. That was Parsons?
Yep.
What a freak show. That was incredible. They're making awesome plays defensively. Malik Hooker was outstanding yesterday.
He was.
Loved watching that. Can't wait to get Donovan Wilson officially back in there if we ever do. But that's going to be an added physical dimension to this defense that's going to be really, really big. But I do want to ask you this. If the offense, if everything stays the same, defense continues to play at this high of a level, but the offense continues to be kind of where it's at, which is just kind of an average offense. What's your like? Can they win the Super Bowl? Can they win the Super Bowl as they are playing today? I know the defense can, but I'm wondering how much does the offense need to improve? Another 10%? Another 20%?
They've got to be able to hit some plays down the field. And honestly, I mean, they're literally just execution away from doing it, right? I mean, CeeDee Lamb, the drops are something that I think is so correctable. Like, this is not something we saw from him at all when we watched him coming out from Oklahoma. He was one of the most sure-handed college receivers we'd ever seen coming out of OU. The drops for him are very uncharacteristic, and he needs to clean that up. Maybe it was a visor issue. Maybe he was just having issues seeing. But they do need to start taking some more shots down the field on a consistent basis. It's really, if they can figure out the red zone woes and find a way to just correct and finish some of these drives, right? Just let's finish even one or two more of these drives from settling for these field goals. Get some touchdowns when you're playing a Green Bay. Like, that's the team that scares me right now. I don't know that they can beat the Green Bay Packers playing the way that their offense is. I think you can be in a game with Tampa Bay with how well your defense is playing, especially with what New Orleans showed last night. And now Chris Godwin's out for the year. Tampa's banged up a little bit. You know, we'll see how serious that Leonard Fournette injury is. Mike Evans is supposedly okay. Green Bay's the one that makes me nervous.
And even with that, it's like you can, when you have a defense that's playing dominant, they'll keep you in games. Even against teams like the Packers. You know, the Packers play plenty of close games. Almost every game the Packers play
Tyler
is super
Huntley
close.
Yesterday went right down the field and had them in a position to win the football game.
Exactly. So, yes, the Packers are frightening because you're going to have to go into Lambeau, take on Aaron Rodgers, sure. But all things considered, I still like my chances.
Exactly.
You know,
even with the way this offense is playing today.
Right, because when you
and I do think they'll improve.
I think they will improve as well. I mean, they improved a little bit yesterday. But I just feel like when you have that great defense, then you can stay in every game and crazy things happen. Just like that early turnover where the ball's flying up in the air and here comes Jordan Lewis for the interception.
Yeah.
Now, it is different, and that's the only thing that, like, your pass rush has to be pretty dang outstanding, and ideally without having to blitz, because we see how much better Dak is when he's being blitzed. Veteran quarterbacks, you blitz them, they usually make you pay. So if you're going to have to blitz to get pressure on Rodgers, he's probably going to carve you up.
But I don't think you have to when you're rushing those four. Like Parsons, Tank, Gallimore, Gregory is a special four going after the passer, man.
D-Law can really rush from the interior, which is nice.
He was a wrecking crew yesterday. He was unbelievable yesterday. And after the game, Trevon Diggs saying, hey, it's the best defense in the league. He gets his 10th interception. You've got the bet that Tank has made that the defense is going to have more turnovers and the offense has touchdowns the rest of the season. And we talked to Jeff about that. I think that is to fire Dak Prescott up a little bit.